Hey everybody. Oh, let's try that again. Hey everybody, Rick here, Arizona High Desert Homestead. It's been a long time. I've just been like super busy. It's a beautiful Friday morning. As you see, the septic's not completed yet. We were going to have it completed. We had 200-foot rolls of the 4-inch corrugated, perforated. Wait, what? No, Ace gave us the wrong stuff. And it's been more than 30 days and can't find the receipt. So I've got 200 feet of 4-inch non-perforated corrugated pipe. And that really bites my butt. And you can't hardly find the stuff anywhere, the 4-inch perforated. So that'll be done soon. Let's see. Out here, I'm going to be starting on a deck today, actually, on it. It's going to go from the end. It's actually going to go all the way. If you see down there on the bottom, you got some skirting. Yeah. And working on this, I'm going to start building the bathroom like really soon. I'm touching up the walls now where the carpet got put in, because I just want to get some of that stuff that's outside, inside. But we've got power, man. I'll show that in a little bit, or either in this video or another video. But yeah, I'm not doing anything right now except talking on camera. I've got the system going for mine. I got stuff all over the place. This inverter I bought last year. It was on sale for 500 and something, and it had good reviews. And then I started thinking, oh man, I shouldn't have bought it, you know. But this thing's kicking butt. I've got 15 kilowatts of battery, lithium batteries hooked up. I love these batteries. They are kicking, just totally doing everything it needs to do. Yeah, we're doing good. Battery's about 80% right now. And I got the hot water heater on. And that's an electric hot water heater in the RV. Because I started thinking about it, you know, I was running everything through the Bluetti. I'm like, why don't I just run it through this? I haven't had to run a generator in 4 days. So that's going to save a ton on all the fuel I've been spending. Spending on fuel for the last year has just been insane. Totally insane. But I am going to put some outlets on the outside. I want an outlet along here on the front. I want one on the back. I am going to add on next year, so I'm going to put a second living room out here. But before I do that, I'm going to dig down and put in a nice little secret bunker. That's going to be the same size as the living room on top. So yeah, it's going to be about 16 feet wide, and it's going to go out about 20 feet long, or maybe 16 by 16. Yeah, 16 by 16. I'm going to get those water tanks set up soon. AmeriGas was supposed to be here May 27th. They didn't show up, and they said, no, we're not scheduled until June 7th. Well, I have an email and a text that says May 27th. So I'm arguing with those, and then we'll have everything going. We already got the refrigerator running off my son's system. I got the freezers on that one system. I'm going to totally redo that. I got this oak shelf here. I had to do some trimming on it. It was too high. It was like at a full 8 feet. So we cut off a few 4 inches on the top. Stapled everything back together nice. I got to get it inside, clean it up. But first I had to touch up the walls. When you lay that carpet, it's so easy to knock little pieces of texture off. And so, all right, I'm going to keep going on that. And I'll show you the blueberries in a little bit and tell you what's been going on with them. Show some other stuff, but I'm gonna get some more painting done. I just haven't had time to film because I just wanted to keep working, making progress, and we're making awesome progress. And we're still, you know, doing other things over in New Mexico. We'll be back there on Monday, ready to do the final sand, and he wants a knockdown texture on that. And then there's trim. All the trim work's got to be done. The painting. He wants a couple new windows, because the windows that come in these Weather Kings are crap. And I'm going to talk a little more about these Weather Kings later. And if I would have gone if I knew then what I know now, what would I do? I got the 10 panels on this side of my place, and I got 10 panels on the other side. That's a 500 volt max VOC system I've got. So I've got 10 250 watt panels that produce about 10 in series 380 volts, and then I parallel the two, so I'm getting between 380 and 400 volts, and I'm getting around 18 amps, or no, 15, excuse me. Nothing can handle a lot more than 15 amps, so amps would be very important in cloudy areas and stuff like that. In this sun area, you know, I run off the sun all day. It doesn't even touch the batteries, and I run a lot of stuff. A lot. So anyways, all right, I'm gonna get back to touching it up so I can get this thing inside. I got my Murphy's wood soap. This is oak, so clean that. Trying to really get a lot of stuff, and then I'll go over a bunch more stuff. All right, it's the next day, and my son made a dump run. I wanted to stay here working on stuff. What happened yesterday after I started filming, I was going to start filming more, and the wife told me that the freezers, light wasn't on in the freezer. I got 3 freezers in here. Small chest, medium chest, and a very large upright. It's new, and it actually, I'm very happy with it. She wanted an upright for stuff that she used all the time. So I had 3 panels, and yeah, I made a lot of mistakes. I had 3 different panels. I had a 300 watt, I had a 250, and I had a 270. I thought both of them were 250, but no, one of them was a 250. And it just wasn't working. I had 5 batteries set up in here. Okay, run on the 2000 watt inverter using these little cheap. Don't ever buy these. It's not worth it. They're cheap, but just get something decent. PWM. Just get some really good quality. You know, Bigtron. There's a lot of good ones out there. I know people are like G-Bear. He swears by the Midnight Classic, and those are excellent. Okay, so, and earlier I said that, you know, I got my 48 volt system, and I got the RV plugged into the house, and it's running everything. So I had the 6 batteries over there, and I had the Bluetti. And basically what I did, I had a 3000 watt inverter in there. That was the first system I built when I got here. It's all 12 volt, and I will never build another 12 volt system. Well, I'm building one right now because I have no choice. But anyways, we had moved this thing, and I remember I had another Renogy Rover right here, and only got the one. And I started looking at, once I got in here and got some light, look at that. Let's see if it'll focus in. This was connected to the inverter. Look at that. It was still working. How, I don't know. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to throw it away, but I'll test it. I'll just have to use that 2000 watt, which is fine. I think this is only, I can't tell. Yeah, it's only 12 volt. I was hoping it was 24 too, but it's not. Yeah, never use these. They're junk. It's not worth the money. But I had that lightning strike last year, and you know, look, I kind of cleaned off that breaker there, but yeah, it hit I found out which panel it hit. It was the 270, because when I lifted it up yesterday and the light was hitting it right, I saw this big burn mark on the back, and then on the front, when you look at it at the right angle, you can definitely see it. So I definitely have to ground my panels. I'll just run a wire, you know, in series on each one, and then to a grounding rod. I got to pick up some more grounding rods, but I know that doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it can damage hundreds, if not thousands of dollars worth of equipment. So the Bluetti I have on my porch, and I just have to use that for the microwave. The freezers, I heard it and ran a cord from the RV over to it, and basically everything is running off my 48 volt system, and it's handling just fine. It was at 81% this morning. I mean, I am so impressed. I haven't had to buy gas now, or use a generator, excuse me. I haven't had to use a generator in 5 days. I've used power equipment. We have the electric hot water heater. I'm so impressed with the 48 volt and those lithium batteries. So I have a total of 11 of these gel batteries. I've got 10 of them here in parallel. This will be running the freezers temporarily like this. I'm going to replace the Grow Watt system that's in my son's system with something. It's a Grow Watt 3000. I'm not very impressed with it. I remember Will Prowse talked it up pretty highly, and then he turned against it. I take what he says like scripture, man. I really do. He knows. But I want to get one of those LB6548s for my son. I'll move the Grow Watt to here for the freezers. That'll be just fine. And then I can, I'll just use 8 of these batteries in series, you know, two sets of 4 in series, then parallel them together. That'll leave me with 3 of these gel cells. One I'm going to use for like a SureFlow pump by the garden area, and I'll just use them for stuff like that. Now here's a cool thing that my son said I should do for this next winter. Last winter it was very difficult. Always, every morning we'd have to bring some warm water to unthaw the chickens' water. And basically we have that box down there. I am going to get a system to keep their water from freezing and just run it off the Bluetti. I love the Bluetti because it runs very well. It'll hold up better in the cold. It'll be in an insulated box, but I remember the only time it ever BMS put it in protective mode was when it dropped down to 3 degrees. Anything above that, it was fine. The Ecoflows, I swear if they drop under 45 degrees, man, they're just shut off. Shut off. I like the Ecoflows, but for me, the Bluetti wins hands down. The only thing it doesn't do is charge as much. But yeah, this is an old automobile one. I used all sorts of weird crap. I was, you know, taking that all apart. And I want to give a shout out to G-Bear. I want to thank him so much for this smart tester that he put on his Tool Tech Tuesday. I haven't been able to watch very many shows lately, or, you know, YouTube channels. It's been so busy. But he's got a review on this, and he's got the link, you know, and he gets it's a very small kickback, but you know, check him out, man. I'm not going to even put this in my description. Find it on G-Bears, because that guy has helped me a lot. G-Bears Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Great guy. Veteran. Marine. But yeah, this auto does excellent. It's so easy to use. So easy to use. So, yeah, and so I thought, you know, okay, I got to have these from 2 different sets. These 5 that are this darker color, they were in this box that's right outside here. And the lid would be off a lot of the time, so you can tell the sun affected it. Where these ones were in that thing that looks like a outhouse that's going to be turned into an outhouse now. So when I tested each one of these, they were all at 11.46 volts. All of these were at 12.63 volts. So I thought, well, I got to get them up so they can equalize. I've got them all connected now. I just got to hook up the charge controller and that 2000 watt inverter and the breaker. All of them now are either 12.25 or 12.26. So I was trying to find a couple of those little cheap 60 amp charge controllers, and I kept trying to see what the maximum VOC was on it. And while I was looking, this is brand new in the box. I bought it last year. It is a Victron Smart Solar Charge Controller MPPT 150. That's the limit for VOC, 60 amp. And it's got the Bluetooth, which I really like. Especially, you know, with these freezers being in the shop, or regardless where they're at, you know, we got a lot of food in these freezers. They're like packed. I raised a couple pigs. Yes, I did. That's the best pork I've ever had, by the way. I've raised pigs years ago in Idaho, but this hands down, oh my God. And it's so much cheaper and it's so much healthier. I know what kind of life the animals had. I know there might be some of you that don't eat meat. I do. I eat pork. I know some of you do eat meat, but you don't eat pork, shellfish. And to me, that would be, oh, I love shrimp. So, yeah. So I got that. I'm going to use that. And I found another charge controller, brand new 48 volt. This can be used for 12, 24, where'd it go? 48. I don't know if it could be used for 36. I don't really know anybody that uses 36. Yeah, 12, 24, 48. Oh, 36 volt manual. I like that. I like that a lot. So I'm going to mount it on the wall in here. Eventually I'm going to build something onto the back of the kitchen, and it's going to be a food storage area, and the freezers will be in there. So I'll get space back in my shop. Look at this mess. Oh my God, so much stuff. And it's really cool. Been doing all the stuff lately. I'm actually using stuff that I bought a long time ago. I'm finally getting to use it. But all these blocks I had solar panels sitting on, and I've got probably 100 and some blocks down there. I'm just going to build raised beds. Yeah, some of my early wiring, not good. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh my God, Rick, what were you doing? And then using this thinner gauge, you know, this is 10 gauge, but no, I was using this, I can't remember for what, but yeah, it was getting hot too. This is 6 gauge. I got all that for free. This can, I don't know how to pronounce that. Canon M50, whatever it is, it's really held up well. I'm very impressed with this. Got it at Amazon, 2,000 watt inverter. Let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, I love not having to use a generator. I don't know what the gas prices are in your area. I know if you're in California, you got it worse. But yesterday my son was in there checking. Okay, well, I'm having the worst luck with this camera. The battery died. I hit record. I was talking for a while, and then I looked, and it went blank. And okay, so gas prices here are $4.74 a gallon now. It's just crazy. And yeah. Anyways, so I got those solar panels all hooked up. I got them in a series 4. The Victron has a VOC limit of 150. Each one of these was, when I tested them, was producing around 37.4. Once I got them hooked up, I tested them before I hooked it up, and it was producing 140, I believe. Yeah. So, and I got those 10 batteries all paralleled. They're 12 volt, each 110 amp hours. So I've got 14 kilowatts or 14,000 watt hours and 1,100 amps just for those 3 freezers, which is awesome. Okay, so tried my hand at this, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to be doing anything too much large scale on gardening this year because I just got so much stuff going on. But I did make 3 wicking totes, and I put my potatoes in there. I'll make some more. I got tons of totes. So this one I just did a standard tote. Put some drain holes in the bottom. Planted the rest of my potatoes. These are all potatoes. I still got to put more soil in the box there. Let's see. Okay. It's been a long one, so you know, long time since I've done an update. Hopefully the wind mic here is helping. Blueberries. All right, last year when I had my blueberries down there, I think they were better protected from the wind. The wind has been rapid. These are my chandlers. I'm going to move them. I think they're getting burnt from the sun. They're meant for the full sun, but the full sun at 6,300 feet, a little more intense. So I'm going to move them over on the side of the RV so they'll get sun half the day. The wind has just been ravaging these, and I'm going to put up some shade cloth or something. I want to somehow have these limp through the winter, or through the summer, excuse me. And then I'm going to put them all back in bigger containers, out of barrels. I'll get a barrel and make 2 containers out of each barrel, and then I can put them, in a better location for them to thrive like they did last year, because they are not thriving. They are barely hanging in there. I water them all the time. Look at the wind here. It's just, and I had a viewer warn me of it, and I'm like, no, it'll be fine. I didn't do it last year. Yeah, I was wrong. That viewer was right. If you remember who you are, I was a lady that mentioned that. Why are you putting them in mounds? Yeah, that was wrong. That's something we did up north, but don't work here. It doesn't. And we didn't have any rodents last year. And I talked to a neighbor who's been here like 6-7 years. He said, yeah, we didn't have squat last year. He goes, but they're all over, and they have been all over, attacking stuff. They've gotten after my blueberry plants, but I've got some in place to get rid of them. The rabbits have been eating the willows. I don't feel like walking way over there right now, but I think the willows will be all right because they're like 6 feet tall. I got to order some more shade cloth. I really do. Let me get that area all cleaned up. That was an entire big mess. I've got tons of work done inside the house. I'll start building the bathroom soon, very soon. Oh, there's more to show. I'm sure the chickens are doing great. They're producing eggs like crazy, tons of eggs. So, but the winds have just been brutal. That's just that time of year. That's what it does here. Just adjust to it. I've been getting up at like 4 in the morning. It's been getting a lot warmer lately, but I kind of like that I get up early. I get started on stuff a lot earlier, and then I get to enjoy the rest of the day. Been living on the schedule of the sun. So, hey everyone, I'm sorry it has been such a long time in between. I'm going to try to get back on top of these. Just really trying to get some stuff done. I really want to get going. I got a guy I'm going to hire to fill all those bags so I can get the root cellar built, and I really want to get that underground greenhouse going because I want fresh greens and tomatoes and other stuff, anything, I want to grow year round because I've just gotten spoiled by stuff that you raise your own. It tastes so much better. Like I said earlier, I hope that didn't get cut out. The pork, I raised a couple pigs, and that pork is the best pork I've ever had, and it was very reasonable to get it cut and wrapped. And I like how they wrap now. It's all clear and vacuum sealed and labeled, and I think for all those, what did we get, like 400 pounds of meat, and it came to like, God, they didn't charge that much. I don't know why. I'm almost positive the wife said it like $186. So I don't know. You've seen the prices in the store, I'm sure. I want to raise everything I can myself. I don't care what anybody says. Hey, you can't have this. I'm going to do what I have to do to feed us. So, and I know what I'm doing when it comes to that. Unlike other people in the area, that's why they put that rule in, because something happened at another ranch. But they're not here anymore. They're in my freezer. Freezers are packed. Get all this cleaned up. We fixed that door. I got to find the clasp for it so I can lock them. And all the locks are going to do is just keep the honest. If we're not here and there's locks on it and somebody really wants it, they're going to get in there. But I've got a massive surveillance system that I'm going to get hooked up. We bought it for when we lived up north when there was tweakers everywhere. I never got it hooked up. Well, now I'm going to do it, and we got awesome internet here, so yeah. Okay, I'll do another one soon because there's just so much to talk about that I've done. I want to show you guys. So, hey, thanks for watching. If you're a new subscriber, all the new subscribers I want to welcome, and I thank each and every one of you, even you ones that go way back, and the ones that I watch their channel. I need to get on there and catch up on your guys' stuff too. I'm just running like the wind. And we'll talk some more solar talk. Yeah, I've really come into my groove with the solar. I'm very happy. We're just living off the sun all day long. Don't even touch the batteries until you know, the sun goes down. I love it. And yeah, like, I don't know if I said earlier, but I had like 81% of my batteries left, and that was running everything: refrigerators, freezers, 3 freezers, TV until like 9:30. The wife stayed up later than I did. I went to sleep like 7:30. I was so tired. I guess she doesn't get that tired from just watching TV during the day and getting her nails done. Oh shit! Oh shoot! That was shoot, not the other S word. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Hit that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, please do. Hit the notification bell, and we'll be back again hopefully soon. All right, take care.